So my name is Craig Evans and I am a bike rider from the north of England, Sheffield. And we're just heading on a bit of a tour of a few bike parks in the southeast states, so Tennessee, North Carolina and Georgia. On the trip is going to be me, Jim Topless, filmer and golfer, Adrian Marcoux, photographer and fly fisherman hunter, and Mike Mansman, the East Coast rep for Santa Cruz and tequila drinking master. Basically it was just a trip to go and check out some spots and do a bit of filming and meet a load of nice people. What else was this, sorry? First impressions, the first thing we did, Adrian got us a chelada, which is tomato ketchup beer. They weren't that good. First few sips were good, but then it just felt like you were drinking ketchup. But first impressions of the Knoxville riding scene were mint. We walked in on the Harper's boys having a bit of a party. We ended up getting sat down, drinking some bourbon and some moonshine with them boys. So first impressions were good. Played around on the pump track and we jumped. There was like loads of people riding. It was sick. I had like a good session with some people. We should go desert farm, raise our kids in a good home. We don't know the day they are all together. We're dancing this far. Yeah, it was so sick. There were just all sorts of people riding. And then did the whip-off event, which was mint too.
Get another couple runs, everybody see them. It's the Whip-Off Fall Fest 2022, presented by Harper's Bike Shop, the Drum Pit AMBC, Sam and Santa Cruz.
Mix of abilities, mix of everything, mix of bikes, just getting stuck in, it was pretty cool. Just jam format. It was proper cool, just doing it right, doing the right things. And then real cool pump track event in the evening. All under lights, band playing. Just jam format. Loads of people there. They were sort of like in the darkness at the edge, which is a bit mad. Just like get stuck in.
Craig, you got anything you want to say to the folks here in Knoxville?
Thanks so much. Everyone's been like the sickest. Everyone's been super friendly.
So where in the UK are you from? You sound like you're from Wales.
I'm from Sheffield.
At the light, turn right to merge onto I-40 East.
Got an invite the day after the pump track event to the Helix Trails. They were having a jam, which was mega. Yeah, and just like local spot, main digging it was real sound.
There's a lower line, we could open it up, but it's like a pretty gnarly. They're rowdy. We got some little like rubber alligators.
Loads of good lads riding who we'd been sessioning with before. Real welcoming, happy to have us there, and we just like had a proper session with boys. Just girls, man, there was girls shedding there too, which was nice to see.
We got a slow leak on the front wheel, which when you're dirt jumping is the dangerous one. Getting a bit to fit a Presta rim with a Schrader tube.
No, we do out here.
It's always like this, I know it. If I could only be some kind of boy. If I could have my way with words. A
couple of tinnies and music going and just like a session into sunset, so it was mega. From Knoxville, we drove out to Windrock, which was a mega drive, just like out into the hills, real sick. Got there, it was all like rock crawling activities, ATV business, a bit of hunting going off, a few dead boars about and that. Felt like the south. A new bike was feeling mega. It's always nice when you can jump on a bike and just get on with it straight away. If you gel with it, you know it's going to be good, so that was nice. Ended up trying this, just a little transfer out of a berm into like the backside of a rock and then down another trail. Just sort of misjudged it a little bit, maybe pushed the front, I was coming in a bit weird and just like, don't know, just landed in a clatter in a load of rocks and hurt my ankle really bad. So then we were just hobbled. Sort of weighing it up in my head as to whether it was broken or not. It was pretty swollen and painful. We sort of just wanted to check. We went to one hospital, but it was a bit like American hospitals, a spenny. We decided it weren't broke. Decided we were going to try and ride on it and get what we could at least. So we went to Dick's Sporting Goods, which was sick. We had loads of baseball bats and that, a batting cage, which we had a good go in, but it was sick. Yeah, baseball's hard. So yeah, I had a good mess around and got a good solid ankle brace. Ultra rock. Which meant that we're going to be able to carry on riding. Top Golf! Yeah, Top Golf was mad. Next level driving range basically. Track your balls and stuff and just like walk in, there's just like huge TV screen and banged a few balls off and that. Realised that Adrian and Mansman are actually sick at golf. Me and Jim are not so good at golf. But we got some dialed-ish hits in, didn't we? From Top Golf, drove to North Carolina. Just sick area, man. Just like nice big hills around, and just feels like you could get lost around there. We went to a shop called The Hub, just like proper outdoorsy sick shop, which was cool. Right nice stuff, it was mega. There was some mellower stuff down the bottom that we just wanted to like test the ankle on. And just feel it out and see whether we could actually ride. I could ride, and it weren't excruciatingly painful, so I could ride, so that was the main thing.
How's Uncle feeling?
Ankle is feeling sore, but rideable in this thing, as long as I don't do anything silly. So after a little dabble at Pisgah, we were just on a bit of a tight schedule. So we went to check out Riveter, big jump park set up. Like we don't really have those over here, so it was sick to see something like that, like sizable jumps and like an undercover section, pump tracks. It was a bit worse on my ankle, I couldn't really case anything on a hardtail. So we just worked upon some small stuff, worked through some of the bigger lines, started going through them. So we just like dipped a toe in there really, which it's just one of them things I'd love to have done a load more there because it was amazing to have a session. Trying to take big jumps off on a hardtail with a painful ankle on my own was a bit scary.
Riveting.
But then we went to Kanuga, which was sick. Well built trails, everything worked.
Still remember, cannot forget the flower in your hair. Looking forward, listen to my heart. Listen and shed a tear. Waiting for you long time, baby. Was so hard for me to do. You said me and you.
One of the lads who were sessioning with in Knoxville, Max, he works there and he leaf blew with some trails for us and stuff, which was mint. rocky outcrops and a few little slabs and stuff mixed in with like built features and whatnot, so I felt quite at home there and it was pretty sick. Good nomad territory. So after Kanuga, we hung around in North Carolina. It was a bit of a wet day. Mike's girlfriend, Simona, shuttled us to the top, which was very nice of her. We just got to do a big run down. Like the trail was mint. It was covered in leaves and there was lethal slippery serpent roots everywhere. So it was definitely a bit of a risk. One of the boys at the hub was nice enough to lend us his rod. Me and Jim aren't very good at fly fishing. Adrian's good at everything. He can fly fish. So he was just playing dad and teaching us how to go on, but we didn't catch out. We did the drive to Georgia then. Adrian did hot driving for us, which were nice. So got our heads down and then we're heading to Jared's place, which is another sick setup. Sick bike park in Georgia, just like driving down these country roads with all these houses, what I'd imagine it to be like in Georgia. Got there, the boys were super nice there. Josh pointed us in the right direction. Spun a couple of laps and that place was sick. So we had a little drive to Atlanta to do.
Yeah! Craig, what do you think of Buc-ee's?
Pretty sick. Just gonna enjoy some college football, which was an experience.
Welcome to the class, boys.
Crazy to be surrounded by that. The stuff you only really see like TV, movies. You feel like you're in like a American TV movie thing. Frat houses and shit.
Along with Golden Girls, Peter Brothers.
We went to see Georgia Tech versus Miami University. We were supporting Georgia, but we ended up having to flip a support to Miami because Georgia lost. So it was one of them really. The South was, I didn't know what to expect at all. Like everyone we met was super nice, like couldn't have been friendlier, which was amazing. Like the most welcoming people I've been around, which was sick. I'd say there's a lot of fast food places. If you like fast food, it's mint too. But all in all, just like a mega place really, just like beautiful scenery, like good riding, nice people, like nice food. It was really sick.